Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Psychonomics 357. I am Earl Delk, your mental health nurse practitioner. Today, we're going to be discussing anxiety. I'm going to be going over the signs and symptoms of anxiety so you'll know if you are diagnosed with what we call generalized anxiety disorder. And it's not just someone being stressed out. It is a criteria that has to be met in order to be diagnosed. You see, general anxiety, essential features is excessive anxiety and worry about anything or any activity. Okay, the intensity, the duration, or frequency of the anxiety or worry is greatly or vastly out of proportion with the actual likelihood or impact of the anticipated event, meaning that the problem you're stressing over isn't as bad as it seems or isn't as bad as you think it is. The person finds it very difficult to control that worry and the worrisome thoughts that are in their mind. And the worrying often interferes with things that they have to do, with paying attention to things and the tasks they have to do. Adults with generalized anxiety disorder often worry about everyday routine life circumstances. I mean, it could be anything such as job responsibilities, the people on your job, whether you're going to get promoted or not. You're always worried about your health. You're always thinking something wrong with you. You're worried about money and finances constantly. You're worried about your children and their health or their misfortunes. You're worried about minor matters or even minor matters. You know, you can be worried about being late for appointments or driving in traffic can cause you generalized anxiety disorder. Children with anxiety disorder tend to worry about their competence or the quality of their performance. They often worry about tests or performances that they have in school, presentations, getting up in front of someone and speaking. And during the course of the disorder, the focus and the worry may shift from one thing to another. So you might be worried about one thing 1 minute and then worried about something else the second minute. And it's constant. Now, the difference between generalized anxiety disorder and everyday anxiety is the fact that generalized anxiety disorder is excessive and typically interferes with psychosocial functioning. That means your interactions with others in your environment. Clinical or pathological anxiety are not excessive and are perceived as more manageable. So clinical anxiety is just basically stress. Pathological anxiety is stress. You see, the worries associated with generalized anxiety disorder are more pervasive. They're more prominent, they're more pronounced, they're more distressing, they cause you more stress. The worries associated with generalized anxiety disorder cause you high levels of stress. And they have a longer duration, means they last a long time, and they occur often. The frequency is more, okay? And often the stress happens without any precipitants, meaning that they just come out of the blue for no apparent reason. People worry about so many things these days. I mean, with the economy going up and down, with the scarcity of jobs and the coronavirus, people are worried about everyday living. So let's do something. Let's go over the criteria for generalized anxiety disorder. In the DSM-5, there are several key issues that must be present in order to be diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, or what we call GAD. So, and if you notice this in your loved one or in yourself, please bring it up and get some help. Okay. The first thing is excessive anxiety or worrying occurring more days than not and lasting for at least 6 months. Remember, the anxiety and worrying is excessive, and it occurs on more days than not, and it lasts for at least 6 months. Number 2, the person finds the worry and anxiety difficult to control. They're constantly thinking about the worrying issue. They find it difficult to control. 3, the anxiety and worry are associated with 3 or more of the following 6 symptoms, okay, that occurs on more days than not for at least 6 months. And the symptoms are restlessness, being fatigued, tired, being fatigued, difficulty concentrating, or your mind is blank. You're having difficulty thinking and concentrating. You're irritable. Everything bothers you. You're irritable. Everything distracts you. Muscle tension. Your muscles are tight. And sleep disturbances. You have difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, you're restless, and you have unsatisfying sleep. So in the morning you feel fatigued. The anxiety and the worry causes significant distress or impairment, remember, in your social or occupational activities. Remember, it has to be so excessive. The stress has to be so excessive that it's causing a disturbance in the way you interact with people, your social interactions, your occupational interactions, or how you interact at work. The disturbances cannot be contributed to effects of a substance, meaning it cannot be due to your ingestion of alcohol, your use of illegal drugs such as cocaine or amphetamines or Percocets or any of those type of drugs. Disturbance also cannot be explained through a medical condition. The disturbance also cannot be explained by another mental disorder, such as panic disorder, social phobias, or obsessions, or separation anxiety, or even post-traumatic stress. So what do you do if you're worrying excessively? Get therapy. Talk to a therapist. Contact a doctor. Maybe you just need psychotherapy. Maybe you need psychotherapy in addition to some medications. They have several different medications that may help you calm down and lessen the worry. They're called anxiolytics. They're basically anti-anxiety medications, and there are several to choose from. I recommend you contact a doctor if you're having these symptoms so that you may get some help and go on living your life in a productive manner. This has been Earl Delk, your psychiatric nurse practitioner, Psychonomics 357. And as always, stay up and be easy. Till next time, peace.